Yeah. Do you have a preference to music? What's your kind of music? What kind of thing like when you're not playing with the band? What kind of things do you listen to? Do you have like chill out music, or are you like rocky or?
He likes the cheeky girls.
Does
the
he?
cheeky girls, yeah, they're on my MP3 at the moment. Yeah, they're in my car. No, I love bands like I don't know, AC/DC, Foo Fighters, Guns N' Roses, that sort of stuff. The stuff that sort of ends up in the second set.
Yeah.
If I can help it.
Yeah. Oh right. I know I asked you guys, but do you get nervous?
I don't really get nervous anymore. In fact, I can play the set with my eyes closed.
He actually does sleep sometimes.
No, I don't sleep, but I do. If there's a television on, I'll sort of watch it.
Yeah, he leans up against the wall and watches telly. I have to poke him with a drumstick.
Yeah. But no, I don't really get nervous anymore, except for a big-ish gig, like a big function or something that's being recorded. I might get a little bit nervous. But no, generally not now.
When you're not gigging, what kind of thing do you like to do? What chills you out? Do you chill out, or are you a kind of active person?
I'm not very active, except for
flying. Is he flying?
Yeah, he's
flying.
he's just got his pilot's license.
Excellent.
I've just got a private pilot's license. Yeah, and I'm trying to be a pilot.
Yeah, that's good.
He keeps promising to take me up in the plane. It's not happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if it's anything like driving, I don't know if you'd want to.
The driving does make me sick.
Yeah. So in a couple of years, once you've got your license, you'll be turning up in your private jet.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With Vision, Team Vision written across it.
Sounds good to me. Do you play acoustic or is it just electric?
Actually, when I teach, I have to teach classical guitar. So I sort of half of my time is playing classical guitar and reading music and that sort of stuff. And at home, I get out my electric every now and then, hopefully, and just bang out on that. But yeah, I mean, for the primary school kids, it's all classical music, so it's a bit different from what I do with the Vision.
Well, do you prefer the electric or the acoustic? What's easier to play? Is it easier at all, or is it all the same?
Classical can be fun. It can be nice, but I think I'm a rocker at heart, so
yeah.
I just love getting out my electric guitar and just giving a good blast on that.
Loud, nice and loud. Let's
Nice
rock
and
the
loud.
place. Yeah. Do you have any like guitar heroes? Does anyone inspire you?
I have loads of guitar heroes. I mean, my dad is actually one of my biggest guitar heroes. I know that sounds sad, but he's an amazing guitarist. But I love the classics like Hendrix and Slash and Stevie Ray Vaughan, all those sorts of guys.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to that sort of stuff.
That's great, yeah. I was going to ask you your favourite bands, though, so you've just answered it for me. Right, okay, thank you ever so much, John. We're going to play another track. This is track 2 on the CD, and this is...
Shut Up and Let Me Go.
I like this one.
By the Ting Tings. Wow, the Ting Tings and Shut Up and Let Me Go. Then we had a little bit of Rocky there as well, didn't we? The Rocky theme?
Yeah, we like to put a little bit of something extra in. It keeps it more interesting.
I like it, it's good. What's the other one you do as well? Is it T-Rex and then you go into Metallica?
Yeah, we're going to Enter Sandman by Metallica. There's quite a few we add stuff into. Most of our songs
we try and change to make it interesting for ourselves as much as the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're keeping it real.
Yeah, we
Keeping
do
it real.
Walking
You're
on
keeping it
Sunshine
real.
with a bit of You Can't Hurry Love in it. That's good fun when everybody's drunk.
Right, okay, so now we're going over to the noisy one.
Yes.
Robbie Brokenshire.
He is now.
Yes, so Robbie joined the band in April of 2008, previously drumming with local band Soul Survivors. So do you like playing a more varied set as opposed to soul or jazz all night, or is it all good?
Yeah, I think one of the reasons I wanted to join the Vision was because it was a varied set, and they kept it varied, so they keep rehearsing and constantly changing their set list. As much as I love soul music, don't get me wrong, and Soul Survivors are just going from strength to strength.
Yeah.
But for me, that change of music, big thing for me as well, having only ever played soul or jazz.
Yeah.
You turned into a rock god in like 3 gigs.
Yeah.
We got him playing Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the Foo Fighters, don't you? It's that lovely build-up, isn't it? Is it the Pretender, isn't it? You got that lovely build-up to it.
Loving it now.
Yeah. See Robbie's face when he's playing rock. I've just got to turn around sometimes just to watch him rocking out. It's really funny. Especially when he hasn't had his hair cut for a while. It's flopping around.
So that was his hair flopping around, by the way.
Yeah, his hair.
Yes. I know you're a big Sting/Police fan. Are there any plans to slip Police in the set in the future, do you think?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I've tried to persuade Graham, the fearless leader, so many times. But the problem with Sting and the Police, as much as I like them and as good as their music is, I don't think it would work in a pub situation. It's not got that get up and go that most of the songs that we do have.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to have to stay in my record
He's
collection.
very chilled, isn't he?
Yeah.
It could go into the Vision Acoustic when we do that.
Yeah, it could do.
Yeah. So you're also a teacher and you're on half term. So what's it like hearing kids bang on drums all day? Do you get a headache?
I don't get a headache, actually.
No?
It's funny. Some kids I've had to tell to keep quiet.
Right.
Some of them are really, really loud. But no, generally, it's fine. And they all encourage each other. You know, it's a bit of a test for them as well to try and play quietly.
Yeah.
As you know, anyone that's ever got to be on a drum kit will probably tell you. First instinct, bash it out as loud as you can.
Sure.
Which isn't what drumming's all about, you know.
No.
You've got to have a little bit of taste in there.
When did you start playing?
Oh, when I was 7, I got my first drum kit.
Yeah.
I think my mum told me from the age of about 2 I was bashing pots and pans with her kitchen utensils,
Classy.
driving her crazy.
Yeah.
Born to be a drummer.
Yeah. But yeah, when I was 7, really took it up. Had lessons with one of the best teachers, possibly in the country at that time.
Yeah.
And then went from strength to strength. Started gigging when I was 13, and never looked back.
Do you have a favourite drummer, past or present? Do you look up to any drummers?
Do you know what? I have lots of favourite drummers, but you've mentioned him before. My biggest idol actually isn't a drummer.
Right.
It is Sting.
Is it?
For his musicianship more than his drumming skills,
Yeah.
of which he probably has very little.
Because unlike the rest of us, Robbie is actually a proper musician.
Yeah.
We just play our instruments.
Steady, guys.
What are you trying to say? Speak for yourself, John.
Yeah, I am. Right, okay, I'm speaking for myself right now.
Robbie, you also sing backing vocals. Do you ever get out of breath whilst playing the drums? Because I imagine drums are you get quite exhilarated, don't you, and kind of out of breath. And
Yeah, no, I never get out of breath because I just stop singing if I do. I'm not that integral, to be honest.
Yeah.
The only reason I wanted a mic just so I could take the mick out of Malcolm,
Right.
so everyone could hear me, because my singing isn't that good anyway. So
I must admit, Malcolm does get a lot of stick from you lot, doesn't he?
does, bless
But-
him.
He's
We
an
love
easy
him.
target.
Yeah.
He does, but I've started picking on John a bit more now, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
evening it out.
But
you
they
know.
pick on me, you just don't hear it, because I've got the loudest mic, so you can hear everything I say about everybody, but they
I've
say...
been known to flicker ears every now and
Yeah,
then
they,
while she's singing.
Flicker
I
ears.
tell you, I've had gigs where I've got to protect myself because I've got from Robbie, Malcolm and John
Yeah.
throwing things at me, hitting me.
It's all done out of kindness. Though.
Yeah.
Lots of
I
kindness.
just think it's teenage boy flirting.
I can just feel the love in the studio. I just feel it. So you've had your premier drum set for over 10 years now, Rob, haven't you? Do you think you'd ever part with it, or have you become attached to it?
I love that kit.
Mm.
If I could afford a new one, no, I still don't think I'd get rid of it. It is, it's like the Ark now. It's so old. I don't think anyone would want to buy it anyway.
Oh, I don't know. I got a few. I got a few quid in my pocket. I'll have it. I'll have it. It's a lovely kit, isn't it?
It is. It's gorgeous. And it's stood the test of time, you know, the amount of throwing around it's had. But yeah, just try and take care of it a bit. I get some stick at work, actually, because I've got a lot of drummer mates at work, and they will take the mic and say, come on, time to upgrade, Rob.
What's the greatest thing about being a part of the Vision?
For me, I think, it keeps me out of trouble at the weekends.
Yeah.
But it's the whole playing music, you know, I love it. It's one of the best things in the world. If I had to give up playing music tomorrow, I don't know what I would do. I would sit inside shaking in
Me
a corner.
too.
Seriously.
I think that is my life, really.
So, and hanging out with these guys is awesome. All lovely, lovely people. But again, the whole change of music scene for me, being brought up on jazz and soul, and going into a kind of rock orientated band is a good thing.
So where do you think you'll be in the future? Do you plan on sticking with bands for a while, or would you like to pursue other careers?
I had a dream,
Yeah.
again, going back
I
to
have
Sting.
a dream.
Yeah, I had a dream when I was younger that eventually I'd end up playing for Sting. But
Yeah.